Hello and welcome back. It's the losers finals. It's going to be EGIF up against Kroganavaccine. Strongholds on Empire is map number 1. This team, Kroganavaccine, have already lost 3-0 to this team. Harry, have they got the mental to come back and maybe take a chip off them this time?
Well, here's the thing, man. It's like we said before the break. I mean, it was literally 2 minutes ago before we came back
ago.
or before we left.
Ages ago.
No, it wasn't that long. It's not a continuation series because both of these teams are in the losers finals. Losers finals. They're both in the losers bracket. So it's a fresh new series. You just have to forget about it. Whether or not they can shake off the jitters or the whatever happened to them in the winners semis is another question entirely. But they have a clean slate here. It's certainly possible. And the whole reason this team was put together from the 3rd and 4th place teams from last week's Cup was to dethrone this team in 2nd place and get a chunk of the prize money. I still think they need a bit more time. I think we never give enough credit to the likes of Kimbo, Moses, SLG, and Snipe Drone because they're consistently placing in the top 2 in these tournaments. But I think they need a bit more time to Kroganavaccine here against Egypt.
Yeah. Put a bit of respect on EGIF's name, and they're going to look to solidify themselves as the 2nd best team in the continent, just behind Cartel, who just maintain that stranglehold on the continent. But we're going to be starting off now with Batchford. In the first series, we were looking at his stream, we were watching him, we tuned in, and he was saying that his teammates were bickering and they needed to stop that. And that's going to happen when you're only just put together. You're going to try and blame other players for why things aren't going so well and why little errors are being made. But 2 members for each team go down. This should be looking rosy in the garden for Batchford and boys.
Credit to Mose there. Last man alive. 5's Tommy the Krogan as he's going for the overshield. So burns the overshield when all 3 of his team is dead. Congratulations to Mose. That's a big play from him. Just when it looked like it was going to go Kroganavaccine's way first of all. Speed had the camouflage, but Mose is just on power-up duty this game. Speed's on the death screen. No camouflage for him. And Mose, well, he's a man that is looking rejuvenated on this squad this week.
Mose, we're going to have to start calling him the janitor because he's just mopping up power-ups left, right and centre. 5 in everything that moves at the moment. Can he get that 5 onto Tommy? He doesn't, but he's fortunately though, he still takes him down. So sends him packing to the respawn screen after 5ing him. His work has gone rewarded. There's a killing spree for him and still putting down damage all the while as well on those players spawning over towards that tower side as well. So great play out of Mose thus far. A triple cap in full effect and all members spawning towards that tower, and they're a little bit hesitant. Nobody seems to be on the same page for Kroganavaccine.
Yeah, Mose is just pulling the strings right now. He knew exactly that they were just waiting to decide which base they were going to go and hit, and Mose read it perfectly. Speed there, I think he's got a bit unfortunate. Sounded like a blank melee, but I mean, Mose and Kimbo, they played their dues in that regard at international tournaments, so I think we can maybe gift them 1 or 2. 33-0 though. Kroganavaccine need to get themselves a base soon, otherwise this one could be over before the 3rd wave of power-ups come up. Speaking of, the new power-ups are coming up very soon.
Kroganavaccine in a world of hurt at the moment. They have managed to stop the bleeding somewhat as they've gotten control of 1 stronghold, but only for a little while, you have to say, while boys on EGIF turn their attentions to the power-ups, and it's going to be that man Mose going to try and 5 Tommy once again, but unfortunately Mose is taken down by Batchford, and Tommy leaving that overshield for his teammate Batchford, who now has it in his chest, and surely the camouflage should then be in control of EGIF, as it looks as though Speed has lost a fight over there to Kimbo and the Snipe Drone as Tommy falls as well. Batchford, a little bit of a misplay as he dives into that base there, Harry, and meets 2 members of EGIF.
Yeah, I mean, you got to contest. I mean, if you're Batchford, last alive with OS, you're not exactly just going to let your home base, your only stronghold, go away. But yeah, rough 10 seconds or so there for Kroganavaccine. Speed burned the camouflage, so he went down with that power-up, and then the only power-up you had going your way was Batchford. And, well, we saw ultimately what happened to him. They are going to get a point on the board, though. Both side bases going their way, and if they can get a few kills here, they could flip the triple cap on its head. They could go coast to coast. The only last man alive right now is Kimbo at tower, and he's just going to wait for some spawners before contesting this. This next team fight, Richie, is absolutely huge for Kroganavaccine's chances in the rest of this game.
sometimes how the turntables, as the old expression goes, is it looked as though it was plain sailing for EGIF, but now Kroganavaccine starting to show somewhat some signs of life. But having said that, EGIF have flipped it again and they're starting to score. And you see Kroganavaccine trying to get that bottom middle hill, unable to do so. It's still ticked over just a little bit. There's been no reset there for the moment, but you're seeing Precision Knight spawning over towards that tower area again. That's exactly where you want them if you're EGIF, but Kimbo's got 2 members to deal with, but he cannot do any sort of significant damage. Precision Knight gets taken down bottom tower by SLG. He's in a 1v1 now, but he's down to no shields. He's down in the fight and down on his luck as he gets taken down by Tommy the Krogan. But they're still scoring here, Harry.
They are, and they need to commit to the pit right now. Do Kroganavaccine. New OS is up soon. Camouflage is quite delayed afterwards, so you could fight for OS here and then go to camo afterwards, which is what both teams recognize. Nice fight there from Speed. Still has Snipe Drone to contend with, and yeah, too big of an ask for the German on the red team. As it's Snipe Drone with overshield, that should allow him to grab blue fairly uncontested. He might come and meet a bit of resistance here soon in the form of Speed, but it should be a nice easy stronghold for him. Oh, they got the reset. Okay.
Great work out of Speed, just dipsy doodling, baiting Snipe Drone to strafe just a little bit out of the hill and forcing him to reset that timer, but it matters not as they're now scoring again, and that hill has transferred over to EGIF. But what a statement of intent this is thus far for EGIF, putting down the third seeded team to put them to the sword right now, Harry.
I actually think they're the 2nd seeded team, are they? Because, I mean, they're red team, and I think the Mocket team is inherited by Precision Knight and Batchford after they played for them last week. So this also could be a little bit personal between these two teams, because I remember watching the winners semis and Batchford was saying, well, yeah, I want red team. Like, why are these guys saying they're red team? We're 2nd seed. So yeah, this is an interesting dynamic. I feel like EGIF are a little aggrieved that they have to play as blue team in this series, and maybe that's a bit of a motivating factor for them here.
Well, people that do not need any sort of motivation, they already have the pride, and their egos are already going to be wobbled whenever they lose series at all, because they will see themselves as above these teams, and they'll be really disappointed that the seasons have gone how they have, being outmatched by Cartel, and Cartel just being the kryptonite, and that will not sit well with them. They'll be irked, and they'll be looking, to tell you something, come Halo Infinite, they'll be looking to re-establish themselves as the best around them, and you see the rest of those players start to return as well. The likes of Moes, they'll be around that top, and they'll be simmering on the boil.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Kimbo, another one of those players who has been having a great game, but under the surface hasn't really appeared too much on our points of view, and whenever we do, he's been going down. But 100 to 36, he ends it on a killing spree. Credit to Kimbo, great game from him, and a great game all round from EGIF indeed. Taking a look at the kills, Kimbo leading the game with 18, and just the 9 deaths as well. He was a really tricky customer on the map. Great damage dealt by him as well, 2,300 most in the game.
It's a great performance from him, and someone who had a little bit of a struggle there though is going to be Speed. He got a lot of captures, didn't do as much damage as we're used to seeing. 8 kills and 13 deaths for him, and he'll be looking to bounce back on map number 2 as we load into it. It's going to be Slayer on Plaza. I have to say, they showed signs of life again, did Kroganavaccine, but it looks as though on map number 1, Strongholds, we know how SLG likes to play them and how they've played it. They've gone coast to coast time and time again, have this team, and they performed out of their skins there and really put down a statement of intent, showing that they're still not to be trifled with. And we're going to go into this Slayer game now. Their tails are going to be up now, having that's essentially 4 games reply for this EGIF roster.
Yeah, of course, Slayer Plaza, sniper on the map. Those are untradeable kills you can get with that weapon, so very valuable. The overshield as well can lead your team into some good collapses and big team pushes. Hopefully we'll see a good scrap here. Both of these teams will know exactly how to play this game type. We'll start things off with Speed, the German on the red team, and well, he's beaten the German on the blue team to the power up, and now to the sniper as well. Both Germans in this game handy with this weapon, and very good start here for Kroganavaccine. They go up 3-1. I'm not sure if Speed realizes he's pushing as aggressively as he is here, but hopefully his teammates are behind him, backing him up, and no doubt this will be communicated and good bit of pressure. Shoots the dead body for good luck there as well. And well, thanks to the overshield, he's able to get that kill nice and easy.
Speed making sure that body was double dead, and it looked as though he initially tried to run back because he thought that was a safe space, but unfortunately no. Members of the enemy team had spawned up there already and started to put some sort of real estate down, putting some presence on the map, and now Speed does fall with that sniper rifle, not really able to use it as best as he would have liked to, put under pressure, and now it has gone over to that other German that you speak upon. He is quite good with the wig wobbler himself. It's Kimbo. He's put those shots down, got that kill on the precision eye, but he in turn is also killed, and the sniper rifle transfers again to the Scotsman in Batchford.
Yeah, it's just about waiting and seeing who's going to be the man to step up in a big way with this weapon. It's traded hands a few times now. Kimbo there taken down to no shields. You saw that from the hit marker. Nice shots here out of Batchford. These might not seem like much because they're not the flashy shots, but they help your teammate to collapse in. You could see the collapse immediately here from Kroganavaccine. All four go in a tram. Perfect wipe. 4 dead. Unreplied. And the game just went from 10-6 to 14-6. Great collapse indeed.
Batchford now playing that ledge. Opting to clamber up and down off it so he can get the view. Get a little bit of a head glitch, but he jumps straight into 3 members of EGIF and they take him down. They'll accept that gift with both hands, and Tommy the Krogan also falls. That initial domino that fell was Batchford, who got a little bit overzealous, pushed a little bit too soon. His teammates not in support for him, and SLG has gotten a kill on the Batchford, but Speed and Tommy the Krogan answer back. It's going to be trades left, right and centre at the moment, as Overshield has gone into the chest of, it looks like Speed with the light rifle in his hand. These crouches, stop still, gets that kill onto SLG. Still has plenty of Overshield left to play with. He's going to need that information from his team.
Really nice double there from Kimbo. I thought it would just be enough to get this power up away from, well, this man. But it's the second OS in a row. The Kroganavaccine, and look at the damage it's doing. Nice stick there from the death from Mose. Actually takes Speed down. I'm not sure if we switched off of his point of view, I should say, in time. But good trade there from Mose. The OS no longer in play, and at this point, you're only down by 6 if you're EGIF. You know, you haven't had either overshield. Sniper hasn't really been your friend either. You're in an okay position here, as long as you don't die while this sniper comes up. But, well, they've all died. Sniper's in the hands of Speed. And, yeah, this could get rough very soon.
And as long as you don't do that thing that just happened, you should be fine. But sniper rifle in the hands of Kroganavaccine, that takes that player down to no shields. SLG does get a kill and dips his way out of there as well. Nobody really able to lay claim to this sniper rifle thus far. SLG looks to make a difference there. Finds the face of Batchford. It looks like the curse of the commentator, Harry. We just need to stop talking.
This series is so stacked for a losers finals. Like we forget that SLG is like one of the best, or if not the best sniper in France right now. Like, we talk about Kimbo, we talk about Speed, snipe drones in the game as well. Like, the man literally has his gamer tag after this weapon. So it's kind of crazy that every single player in this lobby is able to use this weapon. OS coming up soon though, so SLG needs to start hitting some shots soon, and I expect the first kill as soon as it's gotten by either team. The huge push will come in. Looks like Kroganavaccine happy to push without that first kill. There's the trade onto Kimbo. And there you see, overshield's up. Huge shot to hit right now if you are Norman.
Oh, he was de-scoped at the crucial time. The timing of that from Batchford could not have been better. It was absolutely impeccable, and Tommy the Krogan's able to secure that overshield for his team and immediately jumps into blue. Batchford's got the sniper rifle, only 2 bullets left in the magazine though. Fires that first one, it's kind of wasteful, but lets that player know that he's not to be trifled with now. Looks to rotate towards this tram loop, and all members at the moment set up towards blue. Finds the body of Mose, takes him down to no shields. Nobody though critically in a position to get a clean up on that kill, and Tommy's overshield has all but withered away and not really able to do anything with it, and still within 1 kill now. Make that 2 are this EGIF side. They were down 6 kills before the overshield, and now within 1, Harry, they've been playing well.
Yeah, and listen, man, this is impressive because they haven't had a single OS this game. Tommy's just been told to hold that for me by SLG. Now we'll see what Snipe Drone can do. He has help in the form of Mose. Those two working out very well together. And off screen, Mose has put damage onto this man that Snipe Drone's just found. So Mo's and Snipe Drone starting to work in tandem now, and that's worrying if you're a fan of Kroganavaccine, because once those two get firing, well, this happens. The first lead change of the game, or at least the first in a long old time, and it's going back and forth like a pendulum here. As Batchford survives bottom middle, Mo's off screen takes down Speed, and well, there is Mo. He's taken down as well. Nice double for Batchford.
Snipe Drone and Mo is just starting to heat up. Things are starting to click. Those gears are turning. Looks as though SLG is isolated down on Garbage Truck as opting to go down towards S1, but Batchford absolutely deleted from the server. Shields wiped away as every single person, where his own teammates shoot him there as well. Harry, what happened?
I mean, everyone was just focused on Batchford there. Kimbo has sniped, and this is Kimbo time, baby. Nice shot onto Batchford, who was already weak. This should, again, strike fear into the hearts of Kroganavaccine. When you see this man with this weapon, yeah, he hasn't connected with the head just yet, but it's only a matter of time until he does. New OS is on the map as well. They're in a prime position. Gets B-scope, still hits the head. Tommy wants it next. He's taken down, but finally the first OS grab of the game goes into Snipe Drone's chest. And with only 4 kills to go, you're looking to where that plasma pistol is. It's Kimbo who has it. OS is gone. Only 3 kills to go here, Richie.
Yeah, if you're going to get your first overshield, it's not a bad time to do it when there's only 3 or 4 kills left in the game. Only needing 2 now is Kimbo and friends, and 8 on the opposite side if you're a Kroganavaccine fan. There's a long road back here. Mose gets that kill on the precision. Like, you've only got 1 life left to play with, and your players are in bad positions. And down goes Tommy the Krogan on that white car area. That is going to be 2-0 in favour of EGIF, and they're looking so good right now, Harry.
Yes, they are. I can't tell you enough how impressive it is they were able to keep that game as close as it was without a single OS of the first 3. I mean, that is really shocking. I mean, not in a bad way. I mean, in a good way. 16-9 from Mose. He went fairly quiet. We saw him and Snipe Drone work in tandem at one point. 14-10 as well from Kimbo. He hit that very clutch sniper shot, which made things a lot easier for his team to grab that final overshield that made the difference in the end. But yeah, rough for Kroganavaccine there. They had the chance to win the game, but they just didn't make the overshields count when they had 3 in a row.
A man that didn't perform to the best of his ability that game was Precisionite, going 6 kills and 15 deaths. So almost triple negative, and that's not what we like to see from Money Mo. He's going to need to book up his ideas, pull his socks up here as we head into Oddball on Echelon. It's not the kind of game type that you want after a Slayer like that, but he doesn't get to pick them. It's great red shift. If you have any problems and you're seeing Oddball pop up all the time, do direct your attentions towards him. Show angry fists. I'm going to start yelling at some clouds now very soon, Harry.
I don't blame you at all. I don't mind Oddball Echelon. It's not like Fisher or Eden. I think this is probably the best Oddball map there is. But best of a bad bunch, we'll say. Yeah. And well, now it's time to see exactly what Kroganavaccine are made of. You're 2-0 down here in the losers finals. This was the reason this team was assembled, was for this series exactly, to try and take down this team. You're facing adversity. You've lost 5 straight games to them, 3 in the winners semis, now 2 so far in the losers finals. It's time to step up and make the big plays.
One man no stranger to making big plays is this man, SLG, the Frenchman. He's been there and done that on the international stage as he gets a kill onto Precisionite melees in almost a celebrationary way as Kimbo gets taken down. He's not aware of that team, that member on the opposite side in the corner, throws a prediction nade there, and Speed just throws that ball out towards the outside area, but it's caught, unfortunately for him, by a member of EGIF, and they're starting to score. It's 10 kills to 2. Batchford isolated all alone in a world of hurt. Here comes the cavalry, but it's too little, too late, as Precisionite and Speed are in a world of hurt at the moment, trapped inside this blue area. That's 2 members go down, but they do get 1 in the process, but it's just not enough, Harry.
Nice win by Tommy, but that positioning from SLG, knowing that the spawners were going to fly across top like Batchford did, is so smart, because I mean, if they're going to fly, obviously they're going to be sprinting, right? And with this nerfed radar, they're going to appear. So why not play bottom middle? Just watch for them flying across top middle. And Batchford, that'll be a frustrating life for him. He's got to shake it off, though. They are scoring right now, and Tommy has just gone down. Speed, he's got to think about playing this ball fairly soon. Although there are 2 down on the other side. He's just going to rotate this away, actually. And I like this because if you look at the blue outlines, they're all trapped in the rocket corridor. And, I mean, it's going to be a tough break here. It's such a tough angle to take Speed down when he's on this Pelican. All he needs to do is, well, just not peek. And he's basically immune from blue. Has this easy rotation up to the top pizza area as well. I like this. New rockets coming up soon, but I think it's probably going to be EGIF that are going to be in the better position to grab them.
So hard if you're trying to shoot that player on the Pelican. He's able to evade all of your grenades, but he just has that little bit of elevation as Mo starts to cook on some gas, and Tommy the Krogan getting some kills. That was a huge life for Mo. Talk to me about it, Harry.
It was a huge fight against Batchford, 1v1 for the Rockets, and these Rockets could be the difference maker in this push, but no, Mo's off screen has gone down. Tommy trades. Camo's still on the map here in favor of Precisionite, and he has Rockets now as well, so although Mo's did the hard part, Precisionite has rocketed himself. Mo's did the hard part, but just couldn't find any clear-cut opportunities with the Rockets once he flew through. He did the hard thing, but the easy part seemed to escape him.
The difficult thing about those Rockets is you want to try and keep the engagements in short corridors, short lines of sight, because the Rockets just don't have the velocity of old. They take a long time to get there. They're very predictable as well, so you want to try and keep the fights inside, but unfortunately the play dictated that the fight could be outside, and the Rockets just not able to be used to the full effect. As you've seen Precisionite fire at a wall in anger, take himself down to no shields, almost lost the camouflage in the process as well. But Kimbo now got 2 members of Kroganavaccine to contend with. Batchford takes him down, but trades come through. SLG falls. Speed also gets a trade onto that SLG player. Snipe drone in this loop. Mo's, in the loop, putting some shots down, but the ball starting to just dipsy doodle its way away from him.
Yeah, I was going to say to Mo, maybe play your life at that situation once you see your teammates go down. A nice double from SLG might help things for his respawn is coming up, so you might see a collapse here, but I'm not sure if they're aware off screen of the spawn from Batchford. This is why Speed is rotating this ball in this area, because Batchford spawned up here. He's taken 2 players down now as well. And all of a sudden, EGIF, they're losing control of this game. New rockets coming up soon. Speed's already there. He's won a fight against Snipe Drone. Just needs a bit of backup now. And then they can maybe start thinking about rotating this ball towards the camouflage. It sounds a bit weird because that's where all the danger is going to be on the map. But if you bring the objective with you and Speed can continue to hit these rockets, then you're putting yourself in a really healthy position to maybe grab that power up and prevent the enemy team from using it.
This is what I was talking about before, keeping those rockets inside. You can almost lock down that little corner of the map if you play the sight lines correctly. Unfortunately, Speed was isolated and taken down with a combination of 2 players and was not able to take down the life of SLG, who managed to scamper away. So great work out of SLG, getting that kill and playing his life as well, occupying the attentions of Speed. And now Snipe Drone looking to put some shots out towards the Speed. It is Speed once again. It's that man, the myth, the legend that is Mike, taken down by Snipe Drone. And also gets the kill onto Precisionite as well. That's one man that's been playing very well, that doesn't always get the attention that he deserves. It's Snipe Drone.
Yeah, he's like a turret on the map. He's very much a Precisionite-esque player. He'll put damage down where it needs to be. And all the time we've been talking, Mose has been racking up this ball time. And it's a good rotation here as well, because you can see on the player outlines there's no real Kroganavaccine players in a position to take him down, but Mose has been 5 cross-mapped by Batchford, who in turn has been taken down himself. And well, now the entire setup has been broken very easily by Kroganavaccine. Oh, Speed, you're so sneaky. Nice 5 onto SLG, and that's just going to put the cat amongst the pigeons. They don't know what's happening. Speed, this man is absolutely incredulous right now. New ball is on the map, and with those 2 kills, they have numbers. This is an incredible play by Speed. What an individual piece of brilliance that was.
For just a moment, he could not be touched, would not be touched, and playing out of his skin there. Managed to stop them racking up any sort of points, but at one point Kroganavaccine were up by about 50 points, and that lead is all but gone now as we see EGIF just take the lead. It's the first lead change in quite a substantial amount of time. And Tommy's got a face full of an enemy player here at the moment. Looks like it's Eskin. Oh, in actual fact, it's Kimbo, and he lost him in the clouds there, Harry.
Yeah, it's like 2 T-Rexes trying to wash a car there. That was a bit of an interesting fight indeed. 3 down though for Kroganavaccine. Batchford did have the rockets. He's dispossessed by Moze. Snipe drone, if I'm him, just pick up the camo here. Yeah, if you die, you've burnt it, you've done your job. Your team's got rockets, the ball, and this one could slip out of the hands of Kroganavaccine based on this next push alone. Speed trades with Moze, but is that going to be enough to break the setup?
Speed doing it, or Snipe Drone, excuse me, doing a great job with the camouflage. Can he get this kill? Just maybe opt to stay alive. He doesn't. He actually goes back in for seconds. Does Snipe Drone had the option to dip away there, but now he's got another 1v1 as well with Precision Eye, and he gets that kill as well. So Snipe Drone makes the Kroganavaccine guys focus on him in an area of the map where they do not need to be. So great job from Snipe Drone.
Yeah, very delicate situation in the game right now, because if you're Kimbo and the boys, oh, weird. I mean, don't want to miss that railing. You also, I've lost my train of thought. I can't. Rich, you take over. I can't. How do you follow that? I can't.
So that is the second time that we have seen Kimbo drop into the drink on this map, and we talked about it last week for speed. Maybe getting the guardrails put up on a bowling alley. Maybe we need to do the same for his compatriot as well in Kimbo. These Germans just do not seem to be able to stay on the map, and especially in the oddball variant when it's crucial that you play your life as long as you possibly can. But rockets up in 5 seconds or so. They're just about to pop Precision Light option to put some damage down instead. Maybe trusting in a teammate to pick those rockets up instead. Going straight for the ball guy. He puts emphasis on it, which he needs to, because they only need 4 seconds to win this game. So heads up play from Money Mo. A Snipe Drone also decides he fancies a split splash in the bat.
Camo up soon, I think. What are these boys doing? Come on, you know where the map is.
It looks like the doggy paddle or something's going on here. There's swimming lessons out here on Oddball. But there's the time ticked over. It's going to be 3-0. You can jump off the map as much as you want, but you're still going to win the game. So great job out of EGIF there. Fantastic performance. And they've punched their ticket now into the grand finals, where they'll be met with the unstoppable force that is Cartel.
Really good series out of EGIF. Professional. They've taken out the newcomers, the new challengers that are approaching. And when you see a team that's been formed, especially to beat you, it can put all the pressure on you. But they've just swept them aside 6-0 in this week's Cup, which is great to see. A big game out of SLG. 22 kills, 13 assists, 14 deaths. Great numbers all round. And overall, a convincing series from them. Kroganavaccine, again, it's like we said in the previous series for them, that I think they need a bit more tournament time under their belts to really threaten the top 2, so to speak, so far, because it was a tough ask for them, and they weren't able to get it done this week. But maybe next week at the finals.
Yeah, this time they just bit off more than they could chew, and a professional performance from EGIF, like you said, like you touched upon before, and SLG and the boys will be looking to get one over now on Cartel if they can finally take them down. We've tried to pitch this and highlight this story all the while, just trying to get... We basically just want Cartel to lose one time here, Harry. Just the one time to make this interesting.
Well, it's like the old tournaments. I don't want to compare Cartel to Final Boss here, so don't jump down my throat before I've even started. But back in the old days when Final Boss and Carbon were like going at it, Final Boss were winning so much that you just wanted to see Carbon win one tournament. And when they did, it was so exciting, and it was thrilling. So will it be this week? Stay tuned to find out.
Yeah, we'll be back very, very shortly as we get the grand finals all lined up. We get the players locked and loaded, ready to go. Again, get yourself a cup of tea, because this one's going to be a tasty one. We'll be back very shortly.